Hello everyone, and welcome back to another In the Kitchen video. Today we're going to be working on a easy recipe, but it is a Dairy Queen mock chicken basket, and you can do it at home for a fraction of the price that you would pay at Dairy Queen to feed the entire family. So first off, you're going to need some kind of french fries, any fries of your choosing, doesn't really matter. I have some chicken breast tenderloins here. They are raw. We're going to batter those ourselves. You need some peppered gravy mix, or make your own gravy, that's okay, but I find that the peppered gravy mix is very close, very similar to what they have at Dairy Queen. For the chicken, you're going to need the Kentucky Colonel seasoned flour. You can find this in your baking aisle at Walmart. This is what makes the chicken amazing. You're also going to need bread for your toast, and you're going to need a couple other additional ingredients for your flour mixture, but I'm pretty sure you'll have them on hand. Okay, what I've done here is I've transferred flour onto a paper plate. You're going to need an egg in addition to your batter with a bit of milk. Beat that together. And I have an empty paper plate off to the side that you don't see, but we're going to batter the chicken. I'm going to show you how to do this on a couple of pieces. And first you're going to take your chicken and you're going to put it in the batter first. Give it a good coat. Put it in the wet batter. Once again, give that a good coat as well. Move it back over to the batter. And this time, make sure you get it really well coated. And then I set it off to the side. Repeat this for all of your chicken. After you have all your chicken battered, go ahead and move to your stove. You should actually do this just a little bit beforehand, but put about 1/2 inch to 1 inch of oil in your frying pan. Turn the heat up to high, and after it gets good and hot and getting ready to go, I turn it down to medium high. And I also have oven preheating to 375 right now for the fries. Pretty simple with the fries. I lined a baking pan, sprayed it with cooking oil, and I already have the oven preheating. And prepare to put your fries in the oven. So cook your fries according to the package. So go ahead and get those in, because it does not take long for the chicken to fry up at all once your pan is good and hot. The chicken, you're going to let it sit on each side. Chicken will fry up in about 10 minutes. I always kind of overcook my chicken because I'm afraid of chicken not being done. You want to get it good and brown. Make sure you're frying it at least 5 minutes on each side, depending on how thick or thin your chicken is. Cook it according to that. The oil is good and hot. You can see how it's got all the bubbles at the bottom, and they're starting to come to the top as well. I don't know how else to describe it, but the oil is hot and ready now. So you just start putting your chicken in. For the peppered gravy, you're going to need a small saucepan just like this one, and you're going to bring 1.5 cups of water to a full rolling boil, and then you're going to take and in a measuring cup measure out 1/2 cup of water, and you're going to beat in the powder mix. So you're going to mix that really well, and once this starts boiling, you just pour it into the boiling water, your mixture, and it will thicken up on the stove. So you just have to watch it, because it will stick and it will bubble out onto your stovetop if you're not careful. So just keep an eye on your gravy. It's pretty simple and easy. after your chicken has had plenty of time to get done, fried up, I have a serving plate here with some paper towels on it. I placed the chicken on here, took it from the hot oil, and now it is resting, waiting for everything else to get done. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the recipe video. It was easy and simple, and it was a whole meal, so it's kind of unique. Usually I focus on one dish. We have our peppered gravy, fries, our chicken tenders, and toast. So there you have it. Super easy and simple to achieve, and a fraction of the price at Dairy Queen, and it tastes very similar. And I hope you will try the recipe out for yourselves. Let me know in the comments below if you do or have or are going to. I thank you so very much for watching. Stay tuned for more cooking videos. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell if you haven't already, as well as check the description box for additional links.